Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Excellent. Is this on already? Is it actually working? Oh, it looks like it is. The chat isn't working. Good. Very good. Well, I don't know how to get the chat to work right now, but you can all, like, if I say something, does that show up? It doesn't show up in the overlay that I want to have here. How is everyone doing? Wow, a lot of people are just joining. That's fantastic. This is so much easier to get views than on Twitch. Today we're talking about the Nissan 400Z. I'm going to watch the unveiling. I haven't seen it. People are more enthusiastic about it than the 2020 Supra, the A90, which isn't massively surprising. Let me quickly go to Streamlabs. Very quickly. Let me just do that. How is everyone doing? We're going to get your voices in here very soon. I'm back. I never went anywhere. I'm just busy. All right, let's go to alert boxes. Or is it widgets? We got to go to widgets. We got to go to... Are we logged in as Twitch? No, we're logged in as Twitch. That's not what I want. Log out. I never actually saw the unveiling for the Dodge Demon. I've been busy, Zeeker Geeker. I've been busy. Not going to be doing quite so many daily uploads anymore, because it's become quite apparent that there's no benefit to doing that. Let's log in. Log in with YouTube. And we'll do it with this channel. Here we go. How's everyone doing? 10 views in like a few seconds, basically. It's amazing. What do we got? What do you guys think of the 400Z? Like, should I expect something really cool? Is it exciting? Let's copy this and go to chat, change the properties on here. Now that should work, right? Does it only work if I say something? Oh, there we go. There you go. Now all your messages are popping up. Hooray. I'm good. I was just trying to set things up so that when your messages popped up, they would. So that you guys can see it when you watch this after it's done. This is the first time I've ever done a YouTube live, so we're figuring a couple things out today. But today, welcome to the first YouTube live on this channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Nissan 400Z unveiling. Very exciting. I'm just going to go to my Discord and grab the link for the unveiling. No, don't play it in Discord. Play it in Google Chrome.
So, as a Z fan, I'm
awesome. It started 8 minutes in for some reason. We're going to put it at 1080p HD. Is everybody ready? The front end is ugly with a high black grille, but overall it's a very good looking car. I think it would be better if it kept the same design as the older one. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome from India. Think I should get an RB26? I'm sure that's going to be an engine swap at some point. Join the Patreon and get access to the Discord. Yeah, spend $1 and you'll get access to the Discord, and you can see the parts list for the M3 E46 project and the WRX and just about everything else. And then you basically have unlimited access to all sorts of information. How are you doing? Pretty good. Everyone is very enthusiastic. This is pretty cool. Now, Let's head over to the video. I am going to open the chat on my laptop so that I can keep track of what you guys are saying while I'm watching the video. So just give me a second. The next time I do a live stream on here, it'll be much more easy to follow. I was thinking about doing a Q&A and chatting with you guys on YouTube Live. I did one previously, but I did it using the web browser live streaming stuff. Now I'm using OBS because we've got all these magical overlays. I use this same setup for Twitch as well. Okay. Let's make sure there's no sound. All right. Laptop message. The delay is very minimal. That's pretty good. We don't want a massive delay. It says excellent collection on my screen. So, should be good. Please give me feedback on sound volume and all that sort of stuff, whether the video's too loud or if I'm too loud or too quiet. Give me immediate feedback so that I know what to do, so that this is big PP energy. Yeah, let's keep this big PP energy. All right, everybody ready to watch me react to an unveiling you've probably already seen? Are you ready, ladies and gents? Let's go to, I believe I use, where is it? I use this. All right. Error stream. Everyone good? Everyone all set? Everybody ready? Let me know if there's any volume problems. We're probably not going to watch the whole thing because I don't think I want to listen to someone talk for an hour. I say that when I make YouTube videos and watch YouTube videos. I should take that back. All right, here we go. Here we go. I believe we're good. When does it actually start? Here we go. Here we go. The live reveal will begin shortly. Everything is jittering with excitement. Oh, is that literally it? Oh, that was quick. Okay. It's got the same kind of shape as the old Datsuns and all that. Not that that's a US term. I don't know if I should use that. Ooh, I like the wheels. Ooh, that's a neat looking interior. That is a weird front grille. 6-speed manual. Hallelujah. What is gonna happen? Oh. Nissan Z's best hits. Much needed update. The Z series. I can see the rotating thing that's going to spin the car around. It's not a bad looking car. Nice looking steering wheel. Look at those shoes. All right. Talk to us for an hour.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All the Z fans joining us live from the US, Japan, and around the world. This is an exciting announcement at Nissan because this is about the Z. The Z badge has special meaning to sports car lovers and special meaning to me because my very first car was Ferrari Z. For me, I must say, the Z was love at first sight. It looked so cool, so desirable, and when I had...
Hold on. Sorry, dude. I mostly just want to look at the car. So, it's got the same kind of side profile you'd expect from a more, I would say even more kind of classic Z car than like the 350 and the 370. It's a strange color choice. It really pops. I see what you guys mean with the front grille being a bit strange. It's not awful, but it's a bit BMW-esque in terms of ridiculous. I like the front headlights. I feel like the shape of the front end needs to be changed just a little bit. Who left the thumbs down? Oh, probably Toyota. The back is kind of cool. Let's get a better look at the 6-speed manual. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Why? No, I just want to see the back of the car. Show me the back of the car. Oh. No. Gear change. So, LED kind of futuristic take on the more kind of classic tail lights. It's not bad. It does look like a very narrow car. Very long and narrow.
Who have owned generation of Z and also a new wave of young fans who may have raced virtual Zs online.
Virtual Zs.
The Z.
So let's look at this interior. So we got a whole bunch of gauges up here. I can't quite make out what those gauges are. Digital gauge cluster here, once again. Gonna have some kind of infotainment system here. Are they optioning this car with a non-manual gearbox, or is it just going to be manual? Has that even been talked about? Because that would be interesting to know. Because if they were to go with that, would they make it the horrible CVT, or would they be intelligent enough? What was that? Oh, insufficient disk space to continue recording. Well, that's not ideal. Anyways, what was I saying just now? I would say, could they use a GTR transmission in this car, like an actual DCT? Like, if you're going to make a full-on sports car, and you're going to make it like the next generation, you have to use next generation stuff. 7-speed? But what kind of... Is that the same gearbox as the Q50, or is the Q60's a little different? Can't wait this Nissan Next Z. What? 370 kilometers. Sport, so there's different modes. Boost, so it's turbocharged. Is it, what does it sound like? Didn't they release a sound clip? Let's take a look. Oh, Jesus, I almost dropped my laptop. All right. BMW 400Z sound. Didn't they release a sound clip? Is it this? No. Where's the sound clip? Someone link the sound clip. I can't find it. Why is my video here? Oh, it's because we briefly talked about the 400Z. Here it is. Why are they playing a whole crap ton of music? So is it... It's the VR30, right? It's VR30 twin turbo. That's what it should be, yeah? Does anyone know when he talks about the engine? Does anyone know when he talks about the engine? VR30 DDTT. So a twin turbo 3-liter V6. I like that. That is much more fun from a tuning standpoint, in my opinion. Who is this? Do we really... I don't want to watch the whole thing. Do we have to do that?
All right, let's take a quick look at some of the highlights from the ZCon 2020 this week so far. Take a look at the monitor. Let's show you some highlights.
What? I don't know what am I watching? So that's not what I was looking for. I want to hear about the engine. Recap of a car show.
Z Cars. Seriously, thank you for letting me be part of such a big night, and thanks to ZCon members around the world for your loyalty, enthusiasm.
Albaisa, Senior Vice President of Global Design, and Hiroshi Tamura, Chief Product Specialist of the Z Proto. Fantastic.
Oh my God. Oh. I don't know why that was so funny. That golf clap was amazing. That was fantastic.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car.
Thank you so much.
You guys must be so proud.
Yeah.
So, Alfonso, can you show us around? Tell us about the car.
Sure. I mean, right off the bat, I really want to thank the thousands of people joining us today and all the enthusiasts and love we've been feeling actually on social media up until this point. And so let me walk you around some of the big points that as a kid, that Adam mentioned 1970. I was a kid around 7 years old in Miami, and I saw this for the 240 for the first time, and that memory is so still in me that when we had the chance to make a new one,
It is actually
It
is actually, at least from the side, it is a very good-looking car, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree, but it is a very good-looking car. If it came with those wheels stock, that would actually be pretty cool. I'd kind of want to see what happens when Nismo gets their hands on this as well, but I know, you stupid computer. Oh. I'm going to clear up some disk space. I didn't say that. It is a very good-looking car. I don't know, I quite like it. Don't dig the tire lettering. I'm fairly certain that's just a prototype thing. I don't think they'll actually sell a car with lettering like that on them, because wouldn't that require them to ask the tire manufacturer to do that, which seems like an unusual expense. I want to see what the aftermarket front bumpers and all that are going to look like. I think that's pretty important. The back is okay. I feel like it's a car that needs to be modified, but it's kind of like the 350Z and the 370Z. Like, it's not a car that's fully satisfying in its factory condition. No offense to anyone that's a 350 or 370Z owner, but those cars deserve to have body kits and have things done to them to improve them and personalize them, because then they look a whole lot better. This is more like, it's good looking, but it's still just a blank canvas. It has a lot of potential. Gabe, you are absolutely correct. Gabe the Babe.
In me that when we had the chance to make a new one, naturally this came out. So one of the things that were so important is, at a glance, we wanted this long bonnet and this Z type of low slung cabin silhouette. And one of the key points on that is that as you get up close to the car, the volumes, the hood bulge and the fender must be higher than the trailing edge of the roof line, which you see here. And as soon as with engineering and our design team, we were able to capture that.
Wait a minute. Go back to the taillights. Are they like layered in some way? Like there's a set here and then a little bit further into the light, there's a set of LEDs behind them? You've got like this ring of LEDs, and then you go back a little bit and it looks like there's some...
And
that's really weird. Do you guys see what I mean?
as soon as with engineering and our design team, we were able to capture that, right away we started to feel that yes, we have something here. And naturally, because our engineers, even in the beginning, were telling us, giving us hints about, how this car would really run, we wanted this low center of gravity. Luckily, the roof line gave us that, but then we introduced the katana sword, and also this.
Okay. It's, the katana sword. No, I get it. Yeah, you take inspirations. It's art and all that. That's kind of funny. I don't know why that made me laugh. We have a katana sword right here in the car, just above the door. Careful. It's sharp. Don't cut yourself. Oh, Cameron, you're leaving? All right. Tablet's going to die. I like that. That's funny. Just for that, someone needs to do a wrap that has like a katana, like blade artwork with like the waves and stuff, like the hamon and all that. Just needs to go across like this. Maybe have like the paint the car white, have a red Japanese rising sun starting around here with all the streaks going across like this, then have a katana go along the edge like this. If you guys can picture that. Can you guys picture that? Someone draw that. Really crudely in MS Paint.
Line gave us that, but then we introduced the katana sword, and also this lovely sculptural crease line that is also tapering down, which allowed this car to feel like a cat that was ready to pounce. So we were really excited about these kind of steps that we made on the design. But moving forward on the car, let's talk about some of the things that were interesting in the development process, because of course, we have a love of the 240, but this is an ultra-modern car with a lot of power. So yes, we were able to reintroduce some of the issues like this iconic hood bulge that's on the 240, but it has very graceful forms around it, expressing the power and the silky power within. You cannot make a Z without the scooped out headlamp. And actually, we thought about how to make the headlamp feel like tomorrow, but also invoke some memories. And what we took inspiration from the special version that came out a couple of years later, where they put a clear lens on the 240. and that actually in the sunlight, the reflections that around the car broke the pure circle of the headlamp into two. And we thought, this is it. This is how we're going to do it. So we did ultra-modern technology, but at the same time feeling like the 240. And to be inspired by the memory.
This is a weird place to pause. I don't know what they need to do with the front grille. I'm not a car designer. They just need to change it somehow, and then maybe tweak the back, like you said. You know, the front is all right. That's true. The back is all right, but it's possible to not be a fan of either or one or the other. But it's definitely good. I'm so sorry I paused on this frame.
Memories, the parting line, the hood, the cheekbones, all must create the grille. The grille is not an artificial element. It's the result of things that around it. So that's the front. Let's take a walk around to the back. So as I mentioned, the roof line, tapering back, and this cut off rear end, which is very 240. But about 31 years ago, my first trip to Japan, I opened the studio door. I just joined Nissan, and 300Z was a clay model in the studio. And actually, I wanted to go home and restart my life because that was so modern, I couldn't believe it. So naturally, some of these sensual, simple elements and this sense of high tech is very much 300. But in the Proto, we use the capsule element from 300. But of course, it's an edge-lit LED to give you this again.
Edge lit. What does that mean? Is it 2 layers? It really does look like 2 layers. The back is good. Honestly, I think the car does. This sounds really kind of ricer, but this is one of those cars that I think kind of does need some wider fender flares, don't you think? It does look like the 300ZX from the back. I think that's intentional.
And this sense of tomorrow.
Hi, Shadow.
And why don't we step inside? Because here is also an interesting twist.
An interesting twist.
Zs have been about performance. Yes, they're beautiful, but they're wonderful things to drive. So what we did here is that we took the purposefulness of the 240 and wrapped it around the body. So when you get into the Proto, you will feel the...
I love that steering wheel. That is a good-looking steering wheel. Is that just me? I like perfectly round steering wheels with those symmetrical 3 spokes or like with a flat bottom. Anything else just looks like a flattened potato or something that's been stretched.
Car is part of you. All the elements are right at your eye level. So as you're driving, you can keep your eyes on the road. And we've introduced modern era things. We have a full digital meter. And of course, we have our information in the center. But everything is organized horizontally and has a purposeful beauty to it. So these are some of the things that we'll have much more time to talk about a little later. But I cannot stop this kind of brief introduction without talking about the meaning of the color. Because 240 had a yellow, my wonderful 300 had a yellow. But at the 30 years ago, the technologies with the paint really created a situation where the designers had to desaturate the yellow for the 300Z. Using modern technologies, we were able to add pearl and add these technologies of modern day and keep the yellow. So when you see this car go outside, this color comes to life in an amazing manner.
There's a shift indicator in the cluster. Wait, let me see. Backtrack, backtrack, backtrack. Where's the shift in? You mean this, where it tells you what gear you're in, or something else?
Driving, you can keep your eyes on the road.
Oh, up here. Oh, that's really cool.
The purposefulness of the two. So what we did here is
Also, when you redline, it flashes red. That's actually really cool.
Is that we took the purposefulness of the 240 and wrapped it around the body. So when you get into the Proto, you will feel the car is part of you. All the elements are right at your eye level. So as you're driving, you can keep your eyes on the road. And we've introduced modern era things. We have a full digital meter. And of course, we have our information in the center. But
Oh, wow.
everything is organized horizontally and has a purposeful.
That's awesome, you guys. Thanks for pointing that out. I would not have caught that.
And
Life,
Right.
Nissan of the DNA, so important and so happy.
Right, yeah. It's an amazing looking car.
Whose amazing voice am I hearing now?
So let's go with our question, our Q&A session. First question will be from ZCon. Adam, I think you have the question.
Yeah, I have a question for Al.
Oh my God. That's a lot of faces. Someone's showing their Datsun t-shirt or hat. We got just a picture of a car there. Oh, this is amazing. Oh. Someone's pretending to be on vacation.
Alfonso, who, by the way, I hung out with at Laguna Seca a couple of years ago when I brought one of Newman's GT-Z cars over there. I think 86, year 86, he won the GT1 championship. So we hung out. He's all Z. So, Alfonso, my question is the reasoning for designing the Z Proto after the 240Z and the 300ZX. What was the inspiration behind that?
you know, obviously the 240 has been in our lives, you know, almost our entire lives. And so it's always been natural, but, you know, I think we've been involved with the development of many Zs, including the 350, where there was actually a proposal that was also a bit of an homage. But the timing now, I don't know, you know, that's the beauty of creating objects, that the context of today and the meaning of today really made us gravitate towards the beauty and the simplicity and the deep meaning of 240 for the company. So it was very natural, and every time we drew it in a modern context, it was very exciting for us. And then the 300, because it really represented an epic break in sports cars. And of course, from my personal experience, it was so humbling, I cannot tell you, when I saw the first clay model. So that when we had the chance to do this, Satoru Tai, who's the executive design director, and myself with our global teams, we're really wanting to see if we can capture tomorrow, but also trigger memories for all the people who love Z. So that's a bit the beginning, Adam.
Cool. So, the Racing Joker, could this be your next project? I doubt it. I mean, I'm not going to say what the next car I'm going to get is, but this is a car that I'm deeply invested in. Like, I want to see how the first model year goes. For a few reasons. For one, they need to work out a couple problems that the car is inevitably going to have, but also because of depreciation, and I just can't see it being a car I'd want to keep forever. So I'd want to kind of pay attention to all of that, because there's other things I want to move on to doing. So I don't know. It's a possibility. But with the way things are going right now, I mean, I'm sure you guys are aware of the fact that, gosh darn, prices of R34 GTRs, R33s, and R32s are skyrocketing right now. So if you have one of those, that's not a terrible investment, because one of the most recent sales of an M-Spec Nura was at, I think it was about 24 million yen at the USS Tokyo auction. Which translates to, I can't remember, $200-something thousand, more than that. Is it 205 or 210? I can't remember. All a lot of money when initially the most expensive car was like $115,000 with the M-Spec NER anyways. V-Spec 2 NERs were always expensive. And R33 GTRs are getting more expensive. And R32s, it's possible to spend $52,000 on just an R32. And it's not even necessarily heavily modified. It might be tastefully modified. So if you wanted to know beyond things like the E46 and all that, other things that I'd be tempted to buy, possibly an R32 or an R33. I mean, you guys saw my poll. That's part of the reason why I was asking. And I kind of expected you guys to mostly vote for the R32. I don't know. 270,000, what? Imagine a GT4 model in that car. What are the crash test results on this car? Have they done any yet? Or is that even like released information? Nissan 400Z crash test. Is that even a thing? Oh, I put 499. Sorry. 499Z. We're in the future again. I don't see anything. We got car and driver. Crash. Neither the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration nor the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety have crash tested the 400Z, and they likely won't, as neither one regularly tests sports cars. Well, wait, does that actually, that doesn't fully answer our question. What's $270,000? Automated braking with pedestrian detection. Oh, that sounds annoying. I've never driven a car with that except when I was riding in a rental car and it had that. And it, for the most part, it was just annoying. So I don't think this is a car I will buy. I do want to drive one. More so than a 370 or a 350. Mainly because of the powertrain in this car. But I don't think I'll ever buy one. I'm more likely to get a 33 or a 32. I hope that answers your question. I really want to hear them talk about the engine. Is there at any point where they pop the hood? Do they talk about the engine? Come on. You sit here for about an hour, you've got to talk about the engine. $420. Yeah, I know it's V6 twin turbocharged, but I want to hear them talk about it, like which engine it is, how much power it's making, and all that sort of stuff. Like, I want to hear them talk about it. We all know it's the VR30, but I want to hear them acknowledge that. Nissan 400Z. Well, I wasn't even typing anything. Nissan 400Z engine. Wait a minute. That's pretty recent. So we can always look at this. What does Motor1.com have to say? That's not even what the car looks like. A few reports suggest that the new Z will borrow the Infiniti Q60's twin turbocharged 3-liter V6. When did this come out? This came out, okay, well, defunct article. I don't know. Let's wait and see the others. They should say about the performance. Yeah, it's, it is very exciting. Like, I am super curious about this car.
Our Nissan also need to change the gear in the future.
want to listen to him talk. That's probably really rude, but I don't want to spend an hour talking to these people, listening to these people talk. I'm sure they've got fantastic things to say, but I don't know. I mean, what are the things that you guys are curious about with this car? I'm curious about how the powertrain will translate into the rear wheels and how that will be, like how that will feel. Will it actually be drivable? I'm hoping that it can handle corners perfectly fine. Those are my main concerns, because if it's got the VR30, because the Infiniti Q60, how much power does that make? Infiniti Q60 horsepower. Up to 400 horsepower. No, it's rear-wheel drive. It should be rear-wheel drive. I'm fairly certain. And 400 horsepower in like a 350 or a 370. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot, as far as I understand it, with 350s and 370s to just make them unwieldy, like difficult to control if you give it too much power. Like with all those supercharged and twin turbocharged 350s, they just break traction all the time. So I'm hoping that this car can handle the base 400 horsepower and be stable. Oh, people are definitely going to be doing donuts in this car. This is probably going to be the next big drift car platform, which honestly, I perfectly understand. Has anyone made like body kits, like body kit renders for this? Nissan 400Z body kit render. Let's have a look. Anyone got anything cool? No. Nissan Proto has already received a Nismo makeover. Let's take a look at this. This looks kind of cool. So this looks like it borrows a lot of stuff from the Nismo GTR, because it's got that kind of Nismo GTR wing. Whoever did this render does not have very good depth perception, because this end plate should be out here. Literal GTR exhausts here, but honestly, not a bad idea. Like, what do you guys think of something like this? You know, you got let's quickly find a picture of the back of the car. Show me the back. Show me the booty. Good Lord. So let's go from this, a V12. That seems a bit ridiculous. Where would that even come from? Yeah, someone will put a V8 into it. V8's going to everything. Honestly, it's not terrible. What does the exhaust look like on the stock car? I say stock, it's a prototype. Where's the back? I'm doing this again. We're back to this clip. Gear change. So it's got these tips here. Yeah, this is literally just off of an R35. Welcome back. Something similar to this would be cool. Probably make it a little wider. I think it deserves to have some wider fender flares. But like factory ones, not ones that look like they've been bolted on from like Pandem or fucking, what's the other one? Liberty Walk. Forgot what they were called. I like wide body kits that look like they belong on the car, where it replaces the fender and the rear bumper and some of the side skirt if need be, so it doesn't look like it's just been cut out and then put on top of that. Yeah, it is like the GTR. This is literally just GTR tailpipes, with a GTR Nismo wing. But that's not necessarily a terrible thing. Bad depth perception, but honestly, it's a thing. It's not a terrible thing. Rocket Bunny, maybe. Like big chassis mounted wing or freaking, I don't know, what much of a call it? What is it called? Swan neck ring, you know, like one of these. Like something like this. Like that might look really good on this car, something like this. Or a chassis mount, I don't know. Yeah, the thing is for me is it doesn't look good. It looks, if you stand in front of it or behind it, it looks too narrow to me. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I feel like it actually needs a wide body kit. Well, they're sad they're not going to add cars to Need for Speed Heat. Yeah, they're not doing anything else for Need for Speed Heat. They give it about a year of support, and then they go, all right, on to the next game. But this time they were like, on to the next studio. Not back to the studio, on to the next studio. You're all getting rearranged. You've got a new job. What a mess. Yeah. 400Z. I have hope. I have hope for this car. That's kind of my takeaway. It looks like it could be a very good-looking car. It could be very fun to drive, and I hope that the aftermarket loves it too, because that's what this car needs. A race car version would be cool. I'd be very curious to see what engine they put into that. They did have a lot of potential for Need for Speed Heat. They really did. Well, I mean, that's the 400Z. So, I like how there's no... I haven't changed the view count for this. My bad. Did I mess up my... Oops. I messed up my things. Okay, well, I'm going to have to fix that for Twitch. I didn't realize I had a face cam thing for that. It might end up being the R35 engine. Like in the race car? Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a bit nuts, but that'd be really cool. 500, 600 horsepower instead of 300, 400. VR38, yeah. Almost another liter of displacement. Who knows? Or maybe they'll come up with something new. They'll come up with a like a VR35 for the race car version. You never know what they'll do to meet some kind of regulation or something. Because you got to remember with that R35 GT1, they put in the VK56 V8 engine out of a Nissan Titan pickup truck, and it made like 600 horsepower. So it really kind of depends. It really kind of depends, but it's exciting car, and hopefully they don't completely fail. But yeah, thank you all for joining this stream. This was mostly a test stream, but I thought it would be cool to make a video about something relevant. I will make the... It's 10:50 p.m. Bye! Get some sleep, boy. See you all next time. I might do a Q&A stream at some point. I'm going to take this and do the highlights of it and make it into a full video, and the full stream will go into the members-only section. But yeah, thank you all for joining. This is really cool. See you all next time. Take it easy. Keep it crazy. This is what I look like when I don't edit my videos. It's pretty bad. I'll see you all next time. Bye.